All right, Jimmy, I brought you in here to talk to you about backlog and what we got going on with it. First of all, do you know what the backlog is?
Somewhat. I know it's when we put work requests in there, it's where we pull down to get scheduled work from.
Okay, do you know how to look at the backlog?
Yeah. So work request and
Go on the work request. What do you look at when you pull up the backlog and look at the work request?
with the job. You know, if I have the parts and if you know it's got to be done right now, if it's pressing, and when it due.
When it's due? What if you see it out of date? What are you doing with it?
I hadn't been doing anything because I hadn't done a whole lot with the backlogs up until the last few months.
All right, good. That's what I want to know, you know, so I can see where you're at and what you got and what you're doing. I guess somebody else has been working out here.
Yeah, Justin was here before, and until after the first of the year, you know, he quit, and I kind of fell into that role, and I didn't know a whole lot about changing the dates and keeping them up to date, stuff like that. He was
So
taking
how
care
often
of
do
it.
you even look at that then?
I hadn't been looking at it very regularly.
Okay. All right. So what other place can you see where that backlog comes up at
When you open the work order,
when you open a work order? So are you looking at it then before you write a work order? Good. Good. All right. One of the things, do you know why we want to manage that backlog? Do you understand why we have a backlog and why we want to manage it?
because there's some jobs that are more important than other jobs. So when you do a PM, you put them in the backlog, and then you know you order your parts and you schedule your work and you go with it like that.
Biggest thing you said, schedule.
Right.
That's what we're looking at. Scheduling our work, because we know how hectic a day can be. You may have 20 DV hours an hour. You may have 4 PMs to do. You know, but if we can manage and schedule, well, first of all, what can we reduce scheduling?
CSI.
CSI events, our number one goal. We don't want no customer service interruption. So if we can find it on our PMs, right? That's doing a quality PM. We can get it in our backlog, and then we manage our backlog. So what do you think a good way to manage a backlog is? What would you say managing the backlog?
Really need to look at it every day.
Great. Look at it every day. You know, and as you're looking at this every day, you should be noticing dates, right? They're important. So when we set up a date, what kind of date are we setting it up to? Are we just pushing it along to the end, or you know, set it up for a month from now so we don't have to see it every day? Are we looking at it toward? How are you looking at it? Is it looking at it to when you think we can get it in, or we set it up for a
schedule
month?
it because we have some trucks that don't run on certain days, and we try to schedule those trucks to work on that day, you know, and then if we have another truck that we can substitute one of those out for to hold that truck, you know, I can go that way.
So you said another thing that helps us on our backlog and managing our backlog, and that's having spares, right? So what kind of spares should we have?
Should be ready to run.
Ready to run, our quality spares, right? Keep the backlog low on the spares because it's here more. We're going to keep. So when we're scheduling this, and that's the biggest thing. One thing I want you to do is every morning when you come in, you know, what's the first thing you should look at when you come in?
The unit availability.
The light board, right? The unit availability. Be sure we look at that. And the second thing we should look at is what?
Our backlog.
Our backlog. You know, check it in the mornings when you come in, our PMs. You know, as the same as you check our PMs. How often you check the PMs?
Every day.
Every day. So our backlog is just as important as our PMs, right?
Right.
We want to check it every day.
Okay.
So when you come in, set that up, pull that report every day.
Okay.
I'll set it up, I'll help you, and we'll set it up to where it runs to, you know, where you can see it. But the biggest thing is looking at this backlog daily and rectifying it daily. You know, if we got one that's coming up to date, see when we can schedule it, change the date on it, and schedule it at that time. That way, if it's scheduled at that date, if you scheduled it for Thursday on Monday, you come in on Thursday, what should you see on your backlog?
Should have those work requests in there.
Have those work requests. So how does that help you?
Yeah, it kind of gives you an idea of what to go by.
Gives you an idea what to go by, what to schedule, what to do. So going forward, I got your commitment that we're going to check our backlog daily and work it for you. All right, Jimmy, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.